Hi, I'm Andy Sway. I'm a personal transformation specialist in Hollywood, and I work with people here and around the world by phone and other digital methods. And today I want to go deeper into this topic of setting boundaries so that you can manifest according to your deepest authenticity. And today I want to talk about the spoiled baby reaction that you inevitably will run up against when it comes to you setting boundaries. So what's going to happen is that, well, let's set the stage. And I've done that in the prior videos, but here we go again. You have a goal that you want to manifest. And inertia, the inertia of the world, the universe, whatever, would be that you don't ever manifest that because inertia is not going that way, right? The flow of your life is going in a certain way, which would not include you making it to the Olympics, you making it as a rock star, you making it as an actor, a singer, a whatever, okay? The universe is not necessarily taking you there without you changing course. Can we agree? Okay. So, in order to go there, in order to get what you want, if you want to get to the Olympics, you're probably going to have to work out a lot. And if you want to be a rock star, you might have to practice your instrument quite a bit. And it might be noisy to the neighbors and to your family and whoever. So whatever you want to do, you are changing something in your life. And when you change things in your life, there will be people in your life that have a vested interest in you not changing those things. So if you're a housewife and you've been married 20 years and all the kids went off to school or to college, whatever, and you decide to go get a job, your husband might get jealous because now you're going to meet all these people, you're going to have adventures, you're going to be doing things that don't involve him, and he can't really spy on it, and whatever. So he might get insecure. He might feel like he's losing control. He might feel like, oh no, anything could happen. What if she leaves me? And so you're going to have to set a boundary. Like, hey, husband, you can't just show up at my job at random times to check that I'm not having an affair. Because that's kind of freaking people out at the office. And you come in with this weird look on your face. And then when you see me just sitting at my desk, then you're like, oh, okay, cool. And you leave. And everybody's like, what the hell was that? And, my boss told me that I'm really not allowed to have people come and visit me at work and whatever. Okay? So you're sabotaging my situation. But the point of this video is about the spoiled baby reaction that you're going to get. So you tell that husband, you are not allowed to come to my office unless I give you specific permission in advance. And that means don't call me from downstairs and say, I'm right downstairs. Can I just pop up for a second? No. The answer will be no. You cannot pop up for a second. You are not allowed to do that anymore because you abused that privilege when it was available to you. Okay? So the answer is no. You may not come to my office. You may not call my office from downstairs and say, can I just pop up for 1 second? And that husband might go ballistic in a way that's shocking to you, because you're like, hey, in this whole last 20 years of being a housewife, he never acted like this. You know why? Because he wasn't threatened by your housewife lifestyle. He wasn't threatened by the fact that you hung out with these other housewives in the neighborhood and there were always kids around and whatever. He didn't really think you had a lot of options. And so the jealousy that was lingering beneath the surface, ready to be activated at any moment, just didn't get activated. So now that you have taken things to a completely new level in terms of your own manifestation, now we have a problem. The thing is, you're in one manifestation with a person and the gears fit. But what happens is all of a sudden you're changing the gears. You're changing the configuration, which means at the very least, the other person is going to have to allow you to exist in this new configuration. That's the minimum, right, in terms of your boundaries. But the other person is probably going to perceive that as neglect, rejection, you going your own way, not needing them anymore. It's going to bring up their control issues, their jealousy issues, their I'm not good enough or whatever issues. And it can also just bring up a general kind of antipathy to change in general for no reason. Just because some people, they don't like anything changing, ever. And so what they're going to do is they're going to hit you with everything they have. They're going to hit you with accusations like, you're cheating, you want to cheat, you're preparing the ground to be able to cheat later. If it's not cheating, it might be, I just feel like you're disconnected lately and I miss you, right? So there might be an emotional manipulation like that. But at some point when you hold your ground with many people, there will be a temper tantrum. There will be the energy of somebody that doesn't like you saying no to them. And that they will pull everything out of thin air, out of their ass to get what they want. They will accuse you. They will gaslight you. They will turn other people against you. And just review any YouTube video about narcissism, and I don't mean they have to be a narcissist. But when you change your manifestation, narcissistic tendencies of people who counted on you not changing will emerge, whether they are a narcissist or not. Look out for that. So in the end, it comes down to, how do you deal with a spoiled child? In the end, what it comes down to is, do you give in to the spoiled child, or do you allow them to have their tantrum? And if you want to set new boundaries in your life and create a new manifestation in your life, what I'm saying is get ready for a tantrum from at least one person. This tantrum will not be logical. This tantrum will not be based on the words coming out of their mouth. It'll be based on the feelings that they have that they don't really even understand probably. And it's kind of like this is how the universe is going to test whether you're serious about this manifestation or not. So what you want to do is you want to let them have their tantrum. You don't have to pile on. You don't have to tease them when they're in their tantrum energy. You don't have to mock them. You don't have to try to make them stop. Let them have their tantrum and repeat the mantra of your boundaries and why they are there. Not explaining yourself, just, I want to be a writer. I am not available to talk to you between 8 and 11 a.m. because that's when I write. So don't try to get in touch with me then. If you do, I'll get back in touch with you after 11 a.m. Honey, I'm done being a housewife. The kids are in college. I feel like getting a job. I feel like going back to work. And, oh, you're jealous and that freaks you out and whatever? Well, that's normal, you know. And now you're going to have a big freak out and you're going to threaten divorce or whatever? Well, honey, if you need to get a divorce from me because I want to get a job, then maybe we have to get a divorce. I don't want to get a divorce. I would really rather not get a divorce. But if you feel that strongly about it, I want you to be happy, okay? So, but the fact is, I'm getting a job. And I'm not going to not get a job because you're threatening me with divorce, okay? So, now, you're going to have to deal with a tantrum. I will put in the caveat. If you're dealing with a violent, dangerous, or even potentially violent or dangerous person, let's try to make that temper tantrum not happen in person, okay, and with you alone with them. I don't want you to be in danger because you stood up to the bully, okay, but 99% of the time that's not going to be the problem. So if you want to create a new life, if you want a new manifestation, it's going to require new boundaries. When you have new boundaries to create your new manifestation, those boundaries will be opposed. One of the forms of opposition will be an infantile temper tantrum that you might not be expecting. And what I'm telling you, expect it. Expect it, and expect that you don't even know where to expect it from. And then you won't be caught unawares and you'll be able to proceed. You will have to go through listening to this tantrum, and it probably won't be just once. But there are prices to be paid for changing our reality on a fundamental level. This is one of them. Get ready for it, but get excited about it because it's also a sign that you're really changing. And that's good news. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to have a session, phone session, to get clear on setting some boundaries with some people, andysway@yahoo.com. Love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.